Forget it. Usually I play music. Hey! We forgot the intro. We were just so excited to come on, everybody. So I have this beautiful goddess, Valerie. I got to put your little banner up. Welcome to the show, love.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
You are so welcome. I met you at one of the expos, right?
Yes, you did.
And I am grateful that I got to meet such a beautiful soul. And thank you for coming on and sharing your truth with us.
Mhm.
So please, love, tell us how your story and how you got started in this beautiful spiritual world.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for that introduction. Um, so I am Valerie Tuttle, and I own my own spiritual business, and it's Our Gift Within. And I make these wonderful products behind me, which I'm going to introduce and go through each one of them later on. They are my spiritual technology products. And so I'm going to back up though a little bit and talk about my journey and how I got into spirituality. So
Yeah,
this is where the rawness comes in and
I
the
love it.
vulnerability comes in. Excuse me. So I would say maybe like 10 years ago now. It's been it's been a little while. So I was an alcoholic or becoming an alcoholic,
Okay.
binge drinking like every single weekend. Um, and I've been drinking since I was 14 years old. So it's a long time um, because I just didn't know how to handle my emotions at that time. So I turned to alcohol to
Mhm.
suppress everything, to um, just to bottle everything up. And then one day, I actually saw a psychic, and she had told me that I was a light worker. And I'm like, well, what is that? What does that have to do with me? I felt broken. I felt I just didn't know which way to turn anymore. And as soon
Mm.
as she said that, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't understand what she's talking about. And then she's like, you know what? I'm going to take you to a Reiki circle. And she did. She brought me to a Reiki circle, and I went, and I don't know what happened,
Ah!
but I loved it so much. I was receiving information for myself and others. As soon as someone put their hands on me, I was receiving. And I'm like, there's something within this. I don't know what it is. So, and I'm telling you, that day I quit drinking and I quit smoking cigarettes.
That's amazing.
It was just, this is my calling. This is what I'm going to do. So then I dove into Reiki. Um, and it was probably like, I don't know, within a couple of months, I wanted to get in tune to Reiki 1. So the woman that held the Reiki circle, I went to her and I said, you know what, I want to get in tuned with Reiki. I don't know what this is. I love it so much. I just feel like a calling to it. So I got Reiki certified, and I was just receiving all of this information as soon as I touched people.
Right.
And then I think a couple of months later, I was Reiki 2 certified. Um, and it was just a magical moment when I was in tune to Reiki 2. Me and my Reiki master had this beautiful moment where because I lost a child many years ago,
Okay.
and her and I connected at that moment, and it
Mm.
was so magical and it meant so much to me.
Yeah.
Um, and then I think it was like 6 months later, I went to my Reiki master again, and I'm like, I want to be a Reiki master now. And she goes, I can't, she goes, I've never experienced anyone going so fast like you have. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know what it is about this. This energy is just calling me. And then as soon as I got in tune to Reiki, my Reiki master, um, it just turned into something else. And then I just started connecting to other realms, other beings, and it just opened everything up for me, and it was just so magical.
Yeah.
Um, and then that's when I started really channeling these products, and I started off with the chakra sprays at first, and I just received, you know, to make them at first, and
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know how to make these. I don't know how to start. So I just did a lot of research at first. And then I made my first batch with rainwater.
Okay.
I mean, not with, excuse me, with rose water. And
Okay.
that didn't take very well because the rainwater kind of got rancid and it would go bad very quickly.
Okay.
Um, and then I was at, um, can't remember what thing I was at, but all of a sudden I got a download to use rainwater. And I'm like, all right, well, let me see what I could do because they were showing me spirit, meaning that
Right.
there were crystals that they're putting into the rainwater to
Mm,
assist us
okay.
in ampling up the energy within the earth. So that's why they wanted me to use the rainwater. So then I started using rainwater. I have crystals and essential oils that I use with them as well.
Beautiful.
Yes. Yes.
So now, did they send you a download of the ingredient? Is there actual oils in it, or is it just the crystals and the rainwater?
There's also essential oils in them as well. I
Okay.
use doTERRA essential oils in them.
Okay.
So each one is like specific to that chakra with all of my chakra sprays. And the crystals as well is with that specific chakra. So it amps up the energy when you spray it. And what they're meant to do is change your cellular structure into your body. So it works with your body. It's almost like spiritual alchemy, how spiritual alchemy changes the cells in your body as well to get rid of all the fear and the dense energy to move it around.
Mm,
And so it could be released.
that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's instead of going to see you for Reiki. Ah!
Yes, exactly. And anyone can use them too within their healing modalities if they want to add to their protection measures or anything like that. They could use it to amp up their energy, their space, their workspace.
Mm.
If they're traveling, if they do a lot of traveling, they could use them in the hotel rooms, which I do all the time.
And there now, is it for separate chakras, or you have sprays
No,
for?
they're all separate chakras. So I
Okay.
have the root here, and they have little sayings on the label here. So as I am centered and I am grounded, and you could say the affirmation on each of the sprays as well.
Right.
So I have a root, I have a sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and chakra.
Beautiful.
So that is what I started off with at first,
Okay.
and then it was a couple of years until I got into my other products. But I had to go through ups and downs and twists and turns and
Well, on in life or just in your products?
in life, in believing in myself,
Okay. Well,
and
tell us about that, love.
yes,
We I t- we love when you're vulnerable and
yes,
real. We love
yes.
that.
So at first, it was just like I said, my chakra sprays, and then all of a sudden, like I started not to believe in myself. That I'm like, I don't have a voice, and how am I gonna, get these products out there? And I even tried to do a talk before live in front of people,
Yeah.
and I bombed, and I did so badly, and I was like stumbling words, and I could not like speak,
Mm.
and that like I got defeated for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how am I gonna get out of this? How am I gonna get myself out of my own way and try to step up and connect with people and get my products out there because they are so special. They are so special. And then once that happened, I'm like, I have to look with inside of myself. So I've been meditating every single day for over 8 years, learning and growing, um, going deep within myself, within my emotions, within just going down deep within myself just to get rid of all of like almost like the nonsense stuff I call it and within myself that just get myself out of the way. Let me clear. Let me, get to the root cause of things within myself.
Yeah.
So I could be the best version of myself.
That's right. Beautiful. So then how'd you do it? Did you go out there and announce it again?
I then all of a sudden I saw the Empowered Path
Okay.
events, so I started going to her events as well, and then just speaking about it, like and just saying, here, these are my products, and I use rainwater and crystals, and then just trying to amp up my throat chakra really to just get myself out of the way
Right.
and still meditating every day. And, I'm still working on a lot of things, but you know what? I'm here today.
That's right. That's right. You overcame a fear today, right? Today.
Yes, exactly.
Beautiful
Exactly.
thing.
And this is only my second talk, too.
And was the first one the one you were just talking about?
No, this
Oh,
one. So then my third talk.
ah,
My other one was just a couple of months ago at Coco Motion in Mount
Valerie.
Sinai. It's a yoga
Okay.
place,
Yeah.
and I have my products there. So I said, you know what? Let me step out of my comfort zone and do a talk about them and explain what they do for people. So, and that's what I did. I did a whole talk, and I did a meditation, and I called it Spiritual Alchemy Meditation, and just talked about myself, talked about my products. And um, so then I could start talking about my new products now that I
Yeah.
have. So I have my DNA repair lotion here, and then I have my empath lotion. These are the next two that I started. And this was probably maybe about a year and a half ago I started those. And I got the empath lotion first.
Well, tell us what it does for you, love.
So this, a little goes a long way with this. You just put a little drop, and it is so light. And this is all you need too. I don't know if you can see that. Just
Yeah.
a little bit.
That's the empath
That
lotion.
this is the empath lotion.
Okay.
So what that does is it puts a barrier around your whole entire body. So you don't absorb other people's energy. So yours is completely protected. This
That's
is the intention of it. And the ingredients is it has sorry.
it's all good. Take your
Thank you.
time.
So it has I'll read the bottle here. So it has jojoba oil, and it has distilled water, shea butter, mango butter, beeswax, and the oils are tangerine, cedarwood, and lavender.
Ooh,
Yes.
sounds delicious.
So it was how I came across the empath lotion, how to make it in meditation. All of a sudden, I'm like, I just heard empath lotion. And then I'm like, okay, how am I going to make this? And
Yeah.
then I did some research, and then all that they gave me the ingredients, like the essential oils for it.
Uh-huh.
Um, and then as soon as I put it on, I could feel like the energy of it. I could feel like I don't even know how to explain it. Like just the energy alone, it was just magical. It really was magical. Um, and
Now,
then
do you make the products yourself or do you send them out to some
nope, I make everything myself.
and you put your intention and your
Yep,
love and your energy
exactly,
into it? Yeah.
exactly. Yes, and I call upon the ETs of light for
Okay.
this one, and then the DNA repair lotion.
Well, explain the ETs of life to our audience member.
Okay, the ETs of light. They are my team that comes in because I am an ET. I am a Palladian. And that's just through my own meditation that I've learned who I truly am, my origin. Um, so they come to me and they tell me, like they really download everything through me and to assist me on creating these.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And then my DNA repair lotion that came again with another meditation. And the way that this came in was they this is so hard to explain because all of a sudden it was this energy coming in through my meditation, and they showed me and this is how I got the essential oils for it. They
Okay.
showed me like Jesus in the manger and the three wise men coming down and giving him gifts, and that's how I got the essential oils to
Because
put into
the gifts
it.
were the essential oils.
Yes, exactly. So it's frankincense, myrrh, and holy basil in
I
there.
love it. Yeah.
So, um, and this one you call upon Katume. And for those who don't know Katume is one of the wise men that came down and gave Jesus his gifts when he was born.
Beautiful.
And Katume, how you spell that is, I had to write it down because I'm like, I don't know how to spell it. So it's Kutume, Katume.
And now what does that do, that lotion? You just put it on your hands or you rub it all over you? What do you
You can rub it all over you and you call upon Katume to awaken your divine DNA within you.
do?
And that's what it does. It unlocks your divine DNA within yourself. So hence the DNA repair lotion. It just amps up, opens, unlock, because it's our innate birthright
Yeah,
to unlock that within us.
it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much. And then I also have my ET spray here. I don't know if you could see that well. And that also is from the ETs of light that came through and channeled this. And it smells like chai latte.
Mm,
It smells so good. And the feedback that I'm getting from this, it helps with anxiety. When
okay.
they put it on, it just eliminates their anxiety altogether.
That's beautiful.
So I'm not quite sure how or why, but it does. So
That's
I
all that matters, right?
am very, very thankful for that because
Yeah.
I give it to my kids. So I'm like, here, you want something? I'm like, you know what? You don't even have to read the label because they think I'm crazy. And I said, you know what? Just put this on and tell me how you feel.
Yeah. That's nice. Beautiful.
And then I have my anointing oil here. And my anointing oil, Metatron came through
Okay.
with this one. Um, so this one helps with your meditation to amplify your connection with yourself. So when you put it on your solar plexus, that is where your power is. That is where your connection is. When you put the anointing oil on there, it amplifies your whole connection when you're meditating. It's like, I don't even know, it's like yourself on steroids or something. It just amps up that energy within you.
That's beautiful. What's the name of that one?
This is just anointing oil.
Oh, okay.
And one of my friends, too, she works at a church, and they use this to anoint people as well.
Okay. What
And
type of church?
I am not too sure.
Ah.
It's out in Huntington. And this one has grapeseed oil in it.
Okay.
And this grapeseed oil here, it's well, grapeseed oil in general, it's referred to as the food of the gods.
Mm.
And it supports spiritual development.
Very nice.
And this one has herbs in it as well. It has dandelion root, lavender, and what else is in it? Sorry.
That's
And
okay.
rosemary.
Very nice. So you have a whole collection.
Yes, I do.
Beautiful.
And then my last one here is Speak with Love lip
Ah.
balm.
Ooh, I love me a lip balm.
So this one here, my intention was call in Mother Mary, have her open up your heart chakra, and all of your words going down into your heart chakra, so you make speak with love.
I love that. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow. Someone's asking, do you have a shop?
Well, I'm on Etsy. I have an Etsy shop. And then I also carry them here and I mail them out as well.
And you're also, when's the next time you're going to be at one of the fairs?
So April 30th, it's at the Plainview Holiday Inn
Okay.
from 10 to 5. And then also I'll be doing another talk on May 4th at the Empowered Mingle Network night.
Oh, I'll be at that one.
Yes.
Ah, save me a lip balm.
Yes.
Although I only speak with love and Mother
Yes.
Mary already, but I could always use some help, right?
We all can, right?
Yes, 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 yes. So beautiful. So tell me a little bit more about you as a human being or ET. I apologize as an ET.
No, that's
Tell
okay. That's okay.
us about you, love.
Yes. So I do spiritual work as well. I do intuitive healings. I do soul journey readings, which is kind of like, let's see, just getting to where you work best, like what elements you work best in, where is the best place to meditate, stuff like that. And it's all about you when I do readings.
Cool.
So I work with my team and their team, and they come in, and then we just, whatever is best for you. So it's not like I'm calling in like past loved ones or anything like that. It's just all about you and your soul.
Okay.
And then my healings, it's they change all the time
Yeah.
depending on the person.
Yeah,
If
that's
it's
how mine
sounding,
are too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So so that is just something that people just have to,
Experience.
right, yes, exactly, because
I don't explain mine either. I just
it,
know it's different every time you come.
yeah, exactly, because you
Yeah.
can't you can't put words to it.
Right, right. Yeah.
And it's and and my products too, they evolve as I evolve as well. It's so interesting of how the energy was when I first started and how the energy is now.
Yeah. Well,
What a transition in the feeling of it as well. It's so incredible. It's so incredible.
it's amazing. You just keep growing and growing and growing, right?
Yeah,
And I always
exactly.
say when I'm doing the healing, I'm getting healed while
Yeah,
they're getting healed. So it's just, ah,
exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. It's learning too. Like,
yeah,
okay, what do you want me to do? All right, I'm here.
yeah, you just surrender.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Flow with it, flow with it. So tell me more about you.
I have 3 children. I
Yeah.
just got married 3 years ago, just
Ooh,
before the
congratulations.
pandemic. Thank you. So, that was really exciting. I've been with my husband now for, about 15 years.
Okay,
So I was divorced and then met him, and we've been happily married or together for 15 years now.
that's
Uh, my
beautiful.
daughter's birthday is tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, she's going to be 25.
Nice. And that's your oldest?
That's my oldest. Yes. Yes. Yep. I have
Beautiful.
a 19-year-old and a 16-year-old.
Very nice. And
Hmm.
they all think you're crazy?
They all think I'm
Ah!
crazy. And I love it so much because I know myself.
That's right.
I used to be so shy.
Yep.
I never wanted to be the center of attention. I never wanted to raise my hand. I was just very shy all the time, and definitely in school, I really had a hard time in school.
Right.
Um, and I would love to touch on that a little bit as well,
Please do.
because when I was a kid, I had such a hard time at school. It was, I always thought everything was my fault, that I'm doing something wrong.
Mhm.
And I didn't understand until I got into this world of personal growth that I'm understanding that I'm an empath. And I would pick up on everybody else's stuff.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I started releasing stuff and really understanding where some of the stuff came from. And I'm like, wow, that's from childhood,
Yeah.
but that wasn't mine. Or that's from a family member. That's not mine. I don't have to take anything on. And that's what I'm learning too. I don't have to take on anybody's stuff anymore.
Right. That's right, baby.
And this past, I would say, a year and a half has opened my eyes to that I'm protecting my space, my energy, because when I go out now, I'm like, oh boy, I get bombarded
Yeah.
with so much, and I really had no idea.
Not until you lotion up, right? Ah!
Exactly, exactly. Yeah,
Uh,
but
yeah, I've gotten to the point where I go out and, I'm just a big force field.
Mhm.
They get my energy, that,
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
love and the happiness. So
Mhm.
I don't even know how, I just go, boo.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. See, me, I had to learn all
Yeah.
of that,
Well, yeah. Well, I had to
you
learn
know,
too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and it was, just I was like a sponge when I was a kid, and I
Yeah.
didn't even realize it. Had no idea. Just walking around thinking that everything is mine, that my feelings are mine, and not until I started working on myself and saying, no, that's not mine. I never thought that about myself, and I don't have to take that on anymore. I could
Beautiful.
send it back with love and
Yeah.
compassion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
And you're teaching your children this too?
I am. I'm
Good.
trying to, yes.
It's
But
very important.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. But I know that they have their own paths as well,
That's right. Yes.
you
Their
know.
own journey. Yep.
And my middle daughter, she was going through a little rough time, and I just kept enabling and enabling and enabling. And then I was walking on my treadmill one day, and I heard plain as day, when you enable, you're showing them that they don't have the courage to do it themselves.
Beautiful.
And I stopped,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's huge right now. I needed to hear that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, as soon as I heard that, I saw her energy and my ex husband's energy being unraveled from me. So I didn't have to take
Beautiful.
on anything that she's going through anymore. I'm like, I'm allowing her to have the wings
That's
so she
right.
can fly and learn what she needs to learn.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's so important that we all do that with our
Mhm.
children, because we can't protect them from what their
Mhm.
soul journey is, right? They
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
go through the crap just like we did to
Mhm.
get to where we are now, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's so important.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And then I just call upon Mother Mary, and I'm like, Mother Mary, please her love, open her heart so she could see what she needs to see.
yeah.
And I'm there for her.
And does she believe in all this too, or
They, all three of them say no, but they all have gifts.
and they're all spraying each other?
Well, yeah, they try to, yes. I give it to them. Here, take this.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Because when people come up, when I'm doing the fairs and stuff, if people come up, I could tell them what chakra they need. And when me and Cassandra, we shared a table once,
Right.
and so I had said to one person, "Oh, this is what spray that you need," and then they would go pick up one of Cassandra's card, and it was the same thing as the spray.
I love that.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
awesome. We have Jacqueline saying that her favorite is the root chakra spray.
Awesome.
And we have Brian wants to book an appointment. Her website is scrolling along the bottom, love. So
Yes.
definitely reach out to her that way.
Yes. Ourgiftswithin.com.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, my son, he calls me every day and he
Mhm.
talks to me, and I give my, 2 cents in, but I just
Mhm.
listen, I listen, I listen. And,
Mhm.
you know, one day he'll believe.
Yep.
I see him. I hear it,
Mhm.
that he's evolving and becoming conscious and whatnot. So it's a beautiful thing. You just let them be.
Yes. Yes. And I have actually two stories.
Good. I love stories.
So about my kids, um, and about their gifts in their own way.
Okay.
So my oldest daughter, when she was in, I think it was maybe high school, like her last year of high school, she's like, and this was before I even got into this realm, but I still remember this very clearly. And she was like, Mom, I sit next to this one girl, and she goes, I get sick every time I sit next to her. And I'm like, oh, I said, I wonder why. And then I think like a week later, she goes, Mom, I know why I got sick. She goes, she's bulimic. So
Oh,
she was picking up on all of her stuff.
right.
And then years later, I'm like, oh my gosh, my daughter's an empath. And then my youngest daughter, she told me plain as day, I mean, we all want to strive to be like this. But she goes, Mom, she goes, I know as soon as I walk into my friend's house, I know my that energy that I'm feeling is not mine because I didn't walk in that way. I'm
Beautiful.
like, that is amazing. That really is amazing because we all want to have that awareness within us. Say, nope, that's not ours.
Yeah.
And just think, she's teaching me as well in that moment. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I got to do that more.
And this is when they were young before you started this whole
My
journey?
my my oldest was before I started, but my youngest, that was when I'm in the midst of everything. And
Okay.
she was, I tried to have an open communication with all of them about
Right.
what I do. And then, especially with my youngest now, because she's the only one home. So I just talk to her.
Yeah.
And
It's
she
important.
listens and she's like, I don't know how to take it. And I'm like, well, just listen. That's all.
Yeah.
And that's what she does.
And she's experiencing it,
Mhm.
so
Yeah,
it's real,
exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, we all started this way. It was
Hmm.
all, society and generations of
Yeah.
whatever that we didn't realize that were
Mhm.
magical until we
Exactly.
removed all that stuff and we
Exactly. Yes.
to who we really are.
Mhm.
We remember.
Yes.
I love that.
And is there any questions
Yeah, does
that anybody
anybody
would like
have any
to?
questions? We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing that you're connected and you're being your true authentic self,
I
putting
try every
yourself
day.
out there. It's important for
Yeah.
all of us to do.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
yeah.
Definitely. I'm so thankful and so grateful that that I've experienced whatever it is that I've been experiencing in my whole life in my life. And I'm grateful that I have these products to assist on my own journey and other people's journey,
Yeah.
to amp up whatever they're creating in their life.
Right.
And just, and my takeaway too is go within yourself,
Yeah.
go within. Don't look for energies out there that, um, get to know yourself, get to
Well,
know your own energy.
yeah. And that's I say it all the time, it's not stop chasing outside of
Mhm.
your body, stop chasing for that person to love you.
Mhm.
It's already right here, loving
Exactly.
yourself.
That's what I used to do all the time is looking outside of myself. Well, I'm going to get that book and I'm going to go
Right,
see this person and I'm going
right.
to go see that person. It wasn't until I started really meditating faithfully and drove my family nuts. I have to go meditate. I got to go meditate.
Now, do you do it for a certain amount of time or
In the beginning, I used to do it for an hour.
okay.
I would sit there for an hour, and at first, I'm just like, okay, I don't know what to do. And I would put on music, and then eventually I stopped playing the music and I just sat there. And now I ask questions all the time. I call in my team for protection. I call upon, those of the highest light, please assist me with whatever I can do for you to assist for the highest and best good. And I have like this whole little routine that I have in my head.
Uh-huh.
And if it's an emotion that I want to tackle that day, I say, bring me to the core of that emotion so I
That's,
can work through it.
I love that. I love
Mhm.
my friend Randall asked, how do you protect yourself as an empath? He came a little late. She has a beautiful
Yeah, I have
lotion for empaths.
empath lotion. This is why I created it too, and I think that's why they gave it to me to assist others that are empaths. What I do is I protect myself with a gold brick wall first of all before I even walk out the door, and I put myself in a gold bubble even before I walk out my door, and
Yeah,
then put lotion on and product on and call upon my team.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do ground, surround, protect. Ground,
Yep.
surround, protect. Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
yeah. Even in the shower,
Yeah.
pray in the shower. That's very grounding. And,
Mm-hmm.
imagine the water removing all that does not belong to
Yes.
you and all that does not serve you. Right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, water is just
Oh, so beautiful.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Anybody else have any other questions for this beautiful goddess? Do you do cards? Do you pull cards? You just connect and read that way?
Yeah, I just connect, just channel.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yep. Yeah, I never got into cards. I do them for myself, but I don't do them
Yeah.
for clients or anything. Nope, they just sit in front of me and okay, I'm here.
And That's
Yeah.
that's a beautiful, beautiful thing,
Mhm.
love. So do you want to tell us any other story?
Let's see. I don't know. I just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity,
You are so
for allowing me to step out of my comfort zone and step into my purpose of who I am, who I truly am. And I'm just so thankful. I'm thankful for you for having this platform and everybody else on here.
well, thank you, love. But you're thanking yourself because you stepped into your power. You came on. You said yes. So
Yeah.
thank yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back, love. We have one saying, what questions do you start with your meditation during meditations?
Oh, okay. Well, it's whatever that I need to work on more, that I want more connection to. Like if I have like anxiety or something that is just eating at me or something, I'm like, all right, let me go into meditation and see what this is all about, see what the root cause is. And then I go from there. And other stuff will come up along the way in my meditation. And sometimes I don't even get the answer,
Right.
but
And you
my
have to be okay with that.
exactly, exactly, because you are not going to get all the answers. You have to go through whatever else to get
That's
to
right.
that answer,
Yeah.
within yourself.
Yeah. And Brian wants to know, do you post your events on your website, your upcoming events on your websites?
Yes, I do. All of my events that I have, they're on my website, and you could just click on the book or whatever it says on my website, and you could just book whatever you need. Or
Oh,
and I
good.
have
Convenient.
um, oh, here we go. I have workshops coming up as well. And it's all here at my space in South Setauket that I'm
Okay.
located. It's down in my basement.
Okay.
That's where my shop is, my healing room is. So I have a workshop dealing with emotions, all
Okay.
about emotions, and that's going to be on April 18th at 7. And then I have group readings that is limited to 6 people. And that's going to be on April 27th at 7.
Fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have Danielle asking, do you meditate with your eyes open or closed?
Oh, great question.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I've never heard that question before. I like it. Thanks,
Yeah.
Danielle.
I personally do it with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
I feel like I get like a deeper connection, and I lay down in my bed. I don't know why. I just started out that way, and that's where I've been. I feel like I feel safe and secure within my bed with the covers over me. I don't fall asleep. I don't know how, but I don't. And I just feel the energy. Now it's like a deep connection. I think as soon as I close my eyes, even before I even call in my team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And with me, when I meditate, like, guided, whatever, or ask my team, I do close my eyes, but there's also, when I'm crocheting or I'm painting, that's another form of meditation.
Yes.
Even walking, you got your eyes open when you're doing that, but your mind is completely clear. So you can receive all these beautiful messages. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
So we can meditate any way we want to. Yes.
Yes, yes. Yeah, when we move ourselves out of our way, holy
That's
mackerel,
right.
sky's the limit.
Yeah. We can do it. We
Yeah.
can do it. I love it.
Mhm.
Beautiful. So I am grateful that you came on and that you spread your joy and what, your passion is, and you shared it with all of our beautiful audience listening and asking amazing questions. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Yay. So we're gonna say goodnight. Is there anything you want to say out loud? Something that's really dear to your heart that you want to share with everybody?
I am just deeply, deeply grateful for showing up today and moving myself out of my own way.
Yes.
Because I do tend to try to get in the way all the time, but look within inside of yourself. Don't look outside. Everything that we have, everything that we need, it's within us.
It's right here.
Look within.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Yay. So grateful for all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming on, Valerie. Again, check out her website and her events, and everything that she does is magic. May we all be happy, healthy, wealthy, and free.
This is the moment we've been waiting for. Be the right in the world, that's for sure.